Hi everybody, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, Touch of Magic. Today's video is part of a monthly YouTube hop. We do this with a theme, and the theme this month is Fun Fold February. So I'm going to be doing just kind of a simple fun fold. It's a good place to start if you've never really tried any of these. It's a version of an easel card, really simple. And I'm going to be featuring the die of the month for February of 2026. This is the small die, and it's called Spring Haul. And I've got a bunch of stuff cut out already because this isn't about cutting, but I will walk through some of the assembly of these just to help out in case you have this or you're interested in it. It's a lovely little set. There's actually quite a bit in here, and it's really fun. And I will pop an image up on the screen somewhere, so that you can see what it looks like in full as well. So die cutting I've used some Spellbinders paper, a little bit of Hero Arts that I still have. So I'm going to also use the embossing folder of the month. This one is called Spring Stripes, and let me put that on there and you can see it. It's kind of like a neat leaf pattern on strips here. Now what I'm going to do is a simple easel. So let me grab my scoring board, my scoreboard, and I've got my bone folder. So this one I'm doing a landscape. So you've got your 5.5 by 4 1/4. And what I'm going to do is score 2 1/8, which is half of the 4 1/4. So 2 1/8 is here, and give that a couple of scores. And then I'm going to fold away from the fold. So you score across and then away. And what that's going to do is it will stand up on your card, and we'll add a sentiment in here that'll be your stopper, so it will hold it in place. So for this panel, I have cut it at, this is 5 1/4 by 4, so you get a nice white matting layer. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to emboss it in this, the Spring Stripes 2D embossing folder, and I will show the sandwich when I'm done and I come back with it. Alrighty, so I've got your B plate, which is the magnetic mat. I've got the embossing folder with the paper, the metal shim, which is your D plate, and then A plate. So let's see how we're looking here. You know, it shifted on me, and I kind of double embossed a little. So not exactly what I was hoping for, but you know, you just make things work, and it's not the end of the world. So let's see how it turns out. So what I have to assemble here is this has a cute little wheelbarrow set. Sorry, let me pull that onto here. I apologize, I am fighting a bit of a cold, so I sound a little less than normal. Okay, let's start with the wheelbarrow pieces. So you've got the base of the wheelbarrow, the backer, the front piece that I've done the decorative bit with, the top bar, and the handle piece. And then we've got a wheel, and then the rim. There we go. So let's assemble these parts. I am using my little precision press here. This is, I don't know how I managed to craft without this previously. This makes all the difference in the world in glue application for me. It's just much easier on my hands. And then we'll line that up. Trying to keep everything in camera here, sorry. And I'm going to set it to the side here with a magnet. And we'll do the wheel part while that sets. So a little adhesive. And the nice thing about these Spellbinders dies is they all have little extra grooves. Hoping it'll pick up. You can see the very center part there, which shows you where to place the little wheel. So hubcap, wheel, and then your mid part. Okay, and then I've got a wood top for the wheelbarrow and then for the handle as well. So a little bit there. Do I have that backwards? They are shaped so they'll go on one direction, which is helpful. A little bit of adhesive, some glue, and then we're going to do the top bar here. My reverse tweezers are, boy, I'd be lost without those. So let's get some glue on here. It's just going to be the bottom part as far as I can tell, and maybe up the handle a little. I have not assembled this yet, so this is my first time putting this together. I have looked at pictures. That was as close as I got. So you can see that lines up nicely on the bottom. There we go. And then the wheel. I'll put that on. I'm going to use my mat here as a way to get this lined up so that it sits straight. So you can mark that at the bottom so it'll line up. Okay, and that's the little wheelbarrow ready to go. Now I have pre-assembled the bunny, which is a little set here. So we've got the face, the egg frame or the face frame. It's got the bunny ears, and it's got the bunny inserts. That's the ear inserts. And then it's got the 2 bars here that go behind the eyes and the cheeks to give the color. So those are the parts for the bunny inserts. So what I've done is, this is actually all the same color, and then I colored that piece with black alcohol marker to make the eyes dark. So you put the ears on, and then you add the bar for the eyes and then the bar for the cheeks. So you have the goes like this. You take your face, well, the frame actually, with the face impressed, and it sits there. And then in behind, you add those pieces in behind. And then the ear pieces actually go on the back so that you've got the cutouts on the front. So that's that one. And then the little chickie, I ended up doing it wrong, or at least differently, maybe not wrong. This is a great little magnet picker-upper. Simon Says Stamp is where I got that one. So with the little chick, it has the face and the frame. It has the wings, the feet, and then this piece here, which is the top, and it's actually supposed to go in behind. I put the wings up too high, so it acted as the cheek piece as well, but this should be lower, and then this sits in behind the eyes. So I didn't quite line it up right, but you know, it was my first time trying it. Okay, that didn't show it terribly well, but I think you get the general idea. And then the feet go in at the bottom, and it gives you your 2 little critters. There are a couple of flowers with this as well. So you've got the flower stems, and then you've got your flowers. And reverse tweezers are great, or you could use like a pickup tool, whatever your favorite method of doing this kind of thing is. So there I've got a couple of flowers, and then I've got a bunch of greenery done here as well. I've done it in various shades of green. So I've got the Stamp and Die set of the month here as well. And the Stamp and Die set is called Ears to Spring. And there's a lot of really nice sentiments in here. So what do I have? Handmade Happiness Enclosed, Hello Spring, Easter Blessings, Celebrate in Full Bloom, Your Friendship Makes Spring Brighter, Sending Springtime Smiles, Fresh Picked Wishes for You, Ears to a Wonderful Easter, Bloom with Happiness This Spring. I think, which one do I like? Fresh Picked Wishes for You? Let's try that. I will stamp that out, and then I'm going to die cut it a couple of times with the coordinating die to build up the depth. And what I do is I lay out everything on the stamp set, and then I pick it up. So this is the reverse, essentially, of this. So that's how I find what die I need. It's my little tip. Oh, I think I just had a change of mind. Got this one here. So Handmade Happiness Enclosed is the one that's going to go on the inside. And then I'm going to stamp directly on the cardstock, Fresh Picked Wishes for You. So let's get a Misty. And we're going to have to go this way, which is fine. Now, yes, I do have a non-stick mat in here, but it needs a good cleaning. And I say that probably every video, but I haven't got it cleaned yet. So, you know, And this is crooked, and I'm gonna go with it anyway, and I think I'm gonna set that down at the bottom and go fresh picked wishes for you. That looks fairly straight. And I'm going to do it in black. So I've got my VersaFine Clair that I'm gonna use for that. And I really love the font with these. It's very delicate, so the VersaFine is a great choice for stamping it. It'll be nice and crisp. And there we go. I'm gonna do this one here. So this is the one I'm gonna put on the inside. And I'm gonna stamp it once, and then I'm gonna cut out blanks as well a couple of times to get dimension. All right, I have a sentiment plus some extras, and I'll get those put away after. So let's put that all together.
In a world that moves too fast, I find peace in the paper and the past. With every cut, with every
First thing I want to make sure that I'm doing is lining this up so that it's not going to go over. There's a couple of ways you can do that. You could use temporary adhesive and then flip it and mark the back. Or you can just kind of, I tend to use things like my tweezers to give me my point of where I want to do that. Or you could just glue here because you know that it's going to be inside those lines. Stay within the margins. Easier open. There we go. Okay, I think that's easier to do it that way because then I can line up here and get my margins correct and then get it on the bottom. And we're going to go back to little weights here to hold it down. There we go. Okay, we'll let that dry. And remember, the top part we're not sticking down because it needs to move. Okay, and then we do the fold and find where we would like it to stop. So I think you can tell that when it opens, it'll then butt up against something to hold it open. So then your card stands like an easel. It'd be quite nice. So you can hold it however, and then find your spot. And I'm gonna take this, and that's gonna be where it pops up to, I hope. Let's see how it works. Is it going to work? Yes. Now, yes, it will work. You can also use like a cute little image. You could have used the wheelbarrow or the little chickies. You could do up a line here of little chickies or eggs, which is the other design there. And that would do it as well. Come back towards me a little here. I'm going to center-ish. T-square, because I can't tell anything without it. Okay. And again, my magnets just to hold everything in place for a minute. And you can see that that will then pop down onto there when it's open. And that will be fresh picked wishes for you, handmade happiness enclosed. So, yes. Okay. So I'm going to assemble this very quickly. I'm going to I will put music on, and we'll go from there.
In a world that moves too fast, I find peace in the paper and the past. With every cut, with every fold, a little piece of my heart takes hold. Spellbinders take me home to the colors, the layers, the glitter and gold. Making cards, it makes me whole. It's my therapy, it's good for the soul. When the silence starts to creep, I turn to cardstock, lose myself deep. Step and emboss, feel the release. In the shimmer, I find my my peace. Spellbinders take me home to the colors, the layers, the glitter and gold. Making cards, it makes me whole. It's my therapy, it's good for.
Okay, yeah, I think that's really cute. So I'm going to tuck in, do we tuck this little guy in up here? Or just maybe down here? Oh, that one goes up there. Okay, so that's cute. This is crafting on the fly, as you know, if you've been here before. Most of my cards are done as we're creating here, you and I. I don't usually have a big plan. I knew what I wanted to use today, but I didn't have anything planned outside of that. Do we want it right down here? We tuck it above. Could also do it over here to balance out the bottom. Maybe that's the answer. I have one down here with our little bunny and leaf, because why not? There we go. And they can hang out here at the bottom and add some balance. So it kind of ties everything in together in a bit of a visual triangle. So we'll put it all together and then it'll open up like that. And that's what we get, is our nice little easel card for our Fun Fold February. Everything will be linked in the description below. This hop is hosted by Brian over at BD Craftsmore. If this is something you think you'd like to give it a try and make a video and hop along with us, reach out to Brian. He will be happy to hear from you. Any products that are still available, I will also link in the description below. I'm not sure where the clubs are this month, but they did open for general sign up as of February 6th. If you are already a club member, then it would have been February 1st, and you can see what is still available. I do know that a couple have sold out already, but this card here includes the embossing folder of the month, the 2D one, which is called Spring Stripes. I've got the small die of the month club called Spring Haul, and then the stamp and die set of the month, which is Ears to Spring. And then we've made ourselves just a cute little easel card. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you very much. Links below are affiliate links, which means that if you shop those links, I do earn a small commission, which helps support my channel and is always so incredibly appreciated. If you haven't already, a thumbs up would be really great. And you could also subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I would love to have you. And you can ring that notification bell as well. It'll let you know the next time I'm going to post a video, which will hopefully be soon. Normally I do about one a week, but we just got married and it's been a really busy time. So I'm a little behind the 8 ball. But if you like what you see, please feel free to leave a comment as well. I'm always happy to answer questions if I didn't cover something you'd like to know today. So that's it for now. Thank you. I will see you again soon, and I hope you also have some time to craft. Bye.